you'll still vote for Trump, even though the truth is smacking you right in the face. Nothing is going to change your mind. Nothing is going to allow you to see the truth because of your hate. That's it. That's the key. That's the key to Trump's victory in the past election. No one really cared about him playing grab ass with women. No one really cared that he had a relationship with a pedophile. No one really cared that he was substandard at best for the presidency. No one cared about that. They cared about one thing, and that was their perception that they would lose power, that there would be a slippage in the control that they sought in this country. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. They never really had a vision for this country, a vision to move forward, to build on what Obama had started, what Obama and Biden had accomplished, black and white. No, they put him in office, and I'm talking about you too. That's right. The ones who showed apathy, you put him in office too. No, you didn't like Hillary Clinton and you went to the ballot box like this. Okay, Hillary. Instead of saying, wait a minute, you know, she might not have had the most pristine background, but are you kidding me? Trump? You know what I mean? Our one and only dictator? You're going to give it all up for that? Hillary Clinton represented a step forward in the vision of America that the founding fathers dropped the ball on. They put it in the Constitution. There's no question about that. But they dropped the ball by allowing slavery to persist. So it was up to us to say, okay, we put a brother in office who we saw was able to bring those truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. We put him in office to get it done. And then after he left, after the 2 terms, we was like, that's all right. You know what I mean? We'll put Trump in office. You know what I'm saying? We'll take a break. You can't take a break from democracy. Democracy is an ongoing work and progress. You can't be the shining star on the hill just by shining. The sun don't shine just by shining. There's fuel. There's explosions. There's all kind of things that are going on that keeps the sun at work to keep us alive. It keeps its proper distance from us. And at the same time, it gives us a nice warming feeling. It helps the plants to grow, but it doesn't burn the water. So it's got work to do. And it's continuing to have the work to do. And when we don't continue to do the work, what happens? Our democracy burns. You see? You can't think and say to yourself, okay, I'm going to let somebody else do it. Can't do that. You can't think to yourself and say, well, no, I don't like this person, but I'm going to put them in office anyway. You're evangelical. I know your doctrine. Your doctrine is Christ. Your doctrine is a higher standard of morality. And you kicked it out the door. Whoop. Okay? Because of your hate. You know what I mean? Because of your fear. The Catholics, they kicked their faith out the door. Whoop. What happened? They put him in office. There's people now. The Woodward papers have come out. He has said it on the tapes himself. You ain't nothing but a child. I can't tell you that the coronavirus is deadly. I can't tell you that. Because you're a child. You're going to panic. Are you kidding me? Is that what? So you're telling me that I'm not an adult? That I can't think? That I need you to do the thinking for me? That I need you to lead me to here and there? The economy was rolling when Obama left. He just rolled. He just jumped on that bandwagon, just like a lot of these people are doing with the, you know what I mean, with the social movement. You see, all these groups that are saying, well, yeah, well, he did this, and well, you know what I mean, and that happened. That's just smoke and mirrors for their hate. That's all it is. They don't want to tell you. They don't want to say to your face, I hate you, nigga. That's why I put him in office. They can't say that right out. You see what I'm saying? So what they'll say is they'll run behind whatever he said. I hear people on NPR talk about, yeah, Trump said, yeah, well, people will panic. A lady is parrot the same thing he said. Although he's the puppet, you know what I'm saying? That's what she expects him to say, expects him to cover up. His supporters expect him to cover up their hate. There's good people on both sides. You know what I'm saying? No. Hate don't have a friend. Hate can't be compared to righteousness and clear thought. Hate can't, you know what I mean? Because hate plays tricks on your mind. It tells you, you know what I mean, I'm not going to be with that man. A woman right out here, she broke up with her dude. And I'm fond of her and this kind of thing. And I want to talk to her and everything else. And she's a white woman. And, you know what I mean, I gave her a little, you know, Amazon card and, you know, sent her a little pen that looked like a little, you know, crystal on it. It was really nice. You know what she came up to me and said? You know, the dude broke up with me, this guy that broke up with me, you know what I mean, he had kids and everything else, and bop, and that's why I don't want to be with him. Now, I got 2 sons, you know that. And she going to tell me that, oh, by the way, I don't want to date nobody who got little ones. My sons are 12 and 9. Now, to say that to anybody is just a kick in the gut as far as a person's feelings. Because if you have children, you know that they're all, if you care about your children, and most of us do, we'll give our lives for our kids, right? The fact that she was emboldened enough to tell me that, to say that, you know what I mean, I'm not going to date you because you got kids, was not only a slap in my face, but it was a lie. You know what I'm saying? Because after I told her, I said, my kids are an asset to me. I said, because after that, she thought she could say hi to me every day. Hi, hi, hi. I said, like, wait a minute, I'm confused. How you going to say hi to me? How you going to, you know what I mean, and say you can't date me because I got kids? Well, that's just the way that I feel. So what, I can't say hi? No, you can't say hi to me. I don't want to be your friend. You can't, like, you don't love my kids. Or you don't love... Put away the fact that you don't need to love my kids, because I love my kids, but you can't like me in a dating fashion because of my kids? Is that the truth or an excuse? Because of this. See? Because the guy she was dating with, you know what I mean? And he did all kind of grimy stuff to her. But that was okay as long as he was white. The tricks that hatred plays on your mind is so profound. It's so deeply rooted in your consciousness that you'll use anything to cover it up, to bring an excuse. And that's what's happening now. That's why you feel the tension on the street. That's why you feel tension from the right. That's why you feel tension from people who are afraid to let go of power. Because see, when you could ask them for something, when you are subservient, thank you. Oh, give me. When you could do that, that breeds superiority. That breeds a mindset. Oh, he still have to ask me for something. What? So we're going to still ask them to stop putting their knee on our neck? We're going to ask them, you know what I mean? When you go into court, you got to go into court like, look, these are the rules of court. This is the Constitution. This is boom, 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 boom. If you don't go in it with that kind of attitude, with that state of mind, you're still a slave.